So the hardest part of hiking Isle Royale today is probably the logistics of getting out there. It's not like in years past where you could just jump on a boat and go whenever you wanted to. Now you have to have a reservation. Reservations quite far in advance. If you're just going to do something like I did at, spur of the moment, you're going to have a problem, which I did, and ended up not getting a boat and having to fly. So Isle Royale is approximately 8 by 50 miles. You can set lots of itineraries and, do a little bit of hiking and base camp. My idea, I came out to hike, so I planned on hiking the whole island. And I flew into Rock Harbor, and then I walked the first day down to Muskie Basin, and then there's a trail here up to the Greenstone. And then I spent my first night at Chicken Bone Lake. Good morning. So this section of the Superior hiking trail is going to be different than what most people are used to because I'm on Isle Royale. When I get up in the morning and I have to jump in a creek twice before 6:30, I know it's time to pull the pin. It was just so hot and muggy over there. I really think coming back in the fall and finishing, or at least doing the trail in the fall, would be so much better. I mean, you'd have color, much cooler temperatures. The bugs don't bother me, but you'd have fewer bugs if they did bother you. And so I went to Plan B and came out here to Isle Royale, and it wasn't as easy as I thought because the boats are all full. I tried Grand Portage, that boat was full. I tried Houghton, Michigan, that boat was full. I tried Copper Harbor, that boat was full. And so I ended up having to fly over here, which would not be my first choice, and I'll talk about that a little bit too. Anyway, I got here late yesterday, about, I think we landed about 5, and I got a tent site, and I got up early this morning. I'm just looking for critters, and I'm just gonna meander around out here for a week or so, and I think I fly back in 8 days. And it's a beautiful place, much cooler out here. It's still hot. It can be really hot out here, but you're right in the middle of the lake, so it should be much nicer. So at least out here you're walking along the water, or at least you can choose to do that. There's trails going everywhere. You can go up on the Greenstone, which is the middle of the island, and be in a tunnel of trees, kind of like the Superior hiking trail, but if it's really hot, you can stay down by the water. And I like to get up early in the morning here, and things are moving. I really haven't seen much this morning yet, but this is a regular moose game trail coming down to the water right through this thicket here. So maybe I'll meet a moose while I'm having breakfast. Anyway, let me just talk real quick about how I came off the Superior hiking trail. It was kind of a spur of the moment thing. It was just that super hot, sticky, humid morning, and it was just kind of unbearable, not fun. Again, fall is probably the greatest time to do that trail, but anyway, it is what it is, and this will still be a great trip. I love Isle Royale. It's a great place to come out to. And really, it's a much better value to take the boat. A lot of people think, oh gosh, the Houghton boat is like 6 hours one way, but time goes fast. It's like being on an Alaskan ferry. You get on the Alaskan ferry system, you meet all kinds of interesting people from all over the world. You have great conversation. During COVID, I know they shut the cafe down, but it's probably open so you can actually eat on the boat. Time just goes fast. So the other two boats from Grand Portage and Copper Harbor, Michigan. I've never been on them. I've always heard them referred to as the barf barges. But I can tell you from my experience, and I've been on the Park Service ship a lot, it's big. I've never seen people sick on it, even though I'm sure that happens. People get sick on cruise ships. But it's not like you see them passing out barf bags all the time on that ship. And I would say if you have never been out here before, maybe try that ship first. It was an experience coming out on that float plane, but not a $430 experience. You know, it's a big, noisy plane. I don't know what the decibel reading is in it, but they put earphones on you just so you don't lose your hearing on the way out. So tonight I'm on Chicken Bone Lake, which is one of my favorite lakes on the island. It is guaranteed loons. I'm looking at trumpeters across the lake there. Hopefully they're going to come over here. They've got babies. Trumpeter swans. And usually along the shoreline I'll see a moose. So since the last time I was out here, the moose population's gone from 1,500 to 800, which is a lot of moose. They have introduced wolves because the wolf population got down to 1, and you need that population out here for the balance. And now people are actually seeing them in the campgrounds, which isn't good, but it means they probably have a food reward and they're getting habituated, and then they'll get moved. Keep smiling.